Hey, this is Nelson from Infinite Roleplay, and I'm just watching everybody talk about role playing and power gaming and not role playing and role playing game. And I don't know, all this talk about power gamers, I'm going to start there because, I've been told by others that I role play fairly well, but I'm a self admitted power gamer. I love to power game, I love to optimize. I have a vision, I have an idea of what I want to do, and I do everything allowable within the system in which we're playing to achieve that. And I really don't see anything wrong with that. I don't understand why, everything is power game versus role play. Power gaming usually takes place to building towards something, to achieving something and building towards that goal to be the best at it that you can be. You're always giving something away when you're min maxing. Always. I I don't know what the difference is. I find the power gamers that are the ones causing the problem, the people who don't know how to power game well, who get systems wrong, who have certain preconceptions, or who are just elitists. But an elitist power gamer is the same sort of bad player as an elitist role player. They're parts of the same coin. There are people who don't know how to role play, who don't know the system, who feel uncomfortable opening up to strangers or even showing that part of themselves, exposing their creative minds to people, and that's fine. If they're having fun, if they're having a great experience, that's fine. There are people who like to min max. If that's how they enjoy having an experience, that's also fine. There are people who like to role play, and again, that's also fine. But to say any one particular way of doing it is the way, that's it, no questions asked, that's just a bunch of bullshit. This is a community, this is a creative outlet. Let everybody enjoy what they enjoy. If you don't enjoy how they play, don't play with them. If you don't enjoy how a GM runs, then don't play with that GM. Before you come up to the situation, it goes back to that social contract, that understanding. If if that person doesn't role play, give them a reason to. Not by popping shit at them, but by role playing in your game. Maybe they'll pick up on that hint and maybe they'll give it a try. If you see somebody power gaming or min maxing and you have a character that's role playing and you just, your rolls aren't there, your dice, just the numbers aren't coming up, and you want to know how to build a better character, well, look at a power gamer. They'll sure as hell help you. At least one that's not an elitist. We don't need elitists in a community. I understand we're bound to have, elitists in both camps. We're bound to have haters. But this is a community where everybody's supposed to, go hand in hand, help each other grow, and learn. So I really don't understand what is all this attacking on power gamers or people who don't know how to role play. If people don't know how to role play, you help them, you teach them, you let them learn. If people are power gamers and choose not to role play, and it's a conscious choice, and you want to role play, you leave those people behind. Let them enjoy their experience in their own way, and you find your people that do want to role play, do want to get immersed and experience a story and contribute to that sort of creative experience. I like power gamers. If I'm a GM, I love to play with power gamers because whatever they can do, I myself can do as well. So that just neutralizes any sort of benefit of min maxing. Also, if you min max towards combat, throw them in a social engagement. Have a world that responds to the actions of your players' characters. Killing someone in the street because they're weaker than you has legal repercussions. It's not that difficult to deal with a power gamer who's power gaming wrong, who thinks that munchkinning is the only way to play. And if it's the only way they know how to play, then help them out. And I don't know, one thing WASD said about 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, that it's, I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong, the resurgence of role-playing in role-playing games, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying 5th edition. But currently, there's only one thing that I've seen Wizards of the Coast do in 5th edition that hasn't already been done prior to 5th edition coming out, prior to D&D Next ever being announced. And that's the advantage-disadvantage mechanic. That's the only thing I really haven't seen been done before. You know, and they've done stuff themselves that would have made 5th edition even better if they would have just kept going on with it. So, you know, you can't rely on any one gaming system. It's just a springboard for a bunch of people getting together, being creative, and having a good time. And please, guys, stop with the freaking elitism. Anyway, I've been Nelson. This is Infinite Roleplay. Peace.